Hi, how are you? So nice to be back with you. So, today I'm with my friend Jose from Angola. Say hi, Jose.
Hello, my name is Jose from Angola.
Well, he says Jose because he's from Angola and they speak Portuguese and they pronounce like that. But I call him Jose because I'm Colombian, so get along with it. So,
Understood.
yeah, we're gonna be talking about business life with Jose. This is the second chapter of this series that started with my trip to Tel Aviv. So you can notice today I am like a bit overdressed because for business you gotta bring it. That's the first advice I can give you even before we start.
You
But
should have told me that.
yeah, but Jose is a student, so we forgive him for this one and only time. So Jose is studying in Turkey. He's studying business, right, Jose?
International business.
Yeah, so he came all the way from Angola with a scholarship to be able to study in Turkey in Uludağ University in the city of Bursa. So tell us, Jose, how was this experience with your scholarship?
Well, it was a bit challenging at first. I decided to go abroad to study. That's not an easy decision because you have to leave everything. You have to leave your family, your friends, and you go to a place you don't know. And you don't have any idea how is it going to be because you don't know the language, you don't know the people, you don't know the culture. So it is a bit complicated and challenging because of those things.
And why Turkey?
Well, Turkey, I would say it started with that thing from the scholarship. I got that scholarship to come here. I decided to apply and then I got it. I went to the interview and I was accepted after that. And I saw like the university is nice, the place is nice. I was going to be living in Bursa, and so I decided to come.
So I can tell you guys that Jose just Googled it, right? He just found a scholarship by Googling it. So sometimes people, even myself, I used to kill myself like, oh my God, I want to study and I wish to find a scholarship. How can I do it? Is it so complicated? Oh my God, oh my God. So how was your Googling experience?
Well, I didn't know, like, I know some people that knew the scholarship but didn't tell me. I found it Googling and I think I was like scrolling on Facebook when I saw this ad, but I didn't give it importance. I was like, this might be fake or something because there are lots of fake those
Yeah, that's
ads.
true, that's true. A lot of fake advertisement on the internet, so you have to be careful.
And after that, I was like, just keep Googling it, and then I found it again, and I was like, maybe this is real, you know? And then I started reading more about it, and I found that it's an interesting scholarship, and I saw the requirements, and I saw that I could apply, and so I decided to apply.
And what is Turkey providing for foreign students like you within the frame of this scholarship?
Basically, they give us a place to stay, they give us dormitories, they give us a stipend every month, they give us, what is that, like they give us social security, like the, how do you call it?
Yeah, like a social security
Sigorta.
insurance. Yeah, insurance.
And so, what else? And they give us the tickets to come, so which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, Turkish government is really trying to encourage young people from African countries to study and to become professionals, and it gives the tickets to come to Turkey, like in the case of Jose. So thanks to this and thanks to the kindness of the Turkish government, Jose and many other African, even Colombian students are here enjoying Turkey with us. So after coming to Turkey, of course you're a student, you don't make much money. You have to work or you have to find a way to find a part-time work and Jose is a young person. So how old are you, Jose?
I'm 20.
So Jose just became 20, by the way. His birthday was in August, so he's just a baby boy right now.
Baby boy.
But Jose, tell us. So you would like to find a job. What's in your mind? What is the mindset of a student that needs money?
Well, we need money as students. Like, a student life is not easy. Everyone knows that. Like, every student knows that we have to save money to the max. We cannot spend too much money. We're always looking to get like cheaper ways to get things. But as soon as we get a chance to make some money, I don't know, like part-time jobs or even helping people so that in exchange of money, like we get all like instantly we want that. It's important for us. And so here, for example, I would say most of the times we look for jobs. Like I see that many foreigners here, like they work, but for students it's a bit harder to work here. I see some people coming with programs and then they stay here for work. But for students especially, it's really hard. I would say because we have to study and at the same time we have to make money.
Yeah,
Because
it's
we
really
have
hard,
to,
exactly. Because you have to make time for studying.
Exactly.
And normally, when you have to work, of course, you have to work in day hours. And because you don't know Turkish, you cannot get like jobs that involve knowing Turkish language.
Exactly.
So I think the most common job is being an English teacher or Spanish teacher in my case.
Exactly.
I also used to give lessons like at schools or private lessons as well. And besides that, tell me about your experience in this company. You told me the other day about translation and what do you do there?
Well, it's basically a translation job where the company has some customers that are in other countries, and so because of the language, like this barrier, like they cannot speak directly, so they need someone. Who, for example, me, I speak Portuguese, my native language, and so I use them. Like I know Turkish, I know Portuguese, and so I do this translation. So I call the customers, I ask if they want to buy the products, and so I do all the job. I even write mails. I translate the mails for these Turkish people that need to see what their customers are writing, and so basically that's it.
Well, it's actually very similar to what normally you guys can do in business. I think it's one of the first baby steps into becoming a business person, to become first a salesperson. So a salesperson, what you do is basically that. I think many cases, as Jose, you've been given an opportunity, maybe you're studying, or maybe you just finished university and you found a job in a company, maybe it's the job of your dreams or maybe it's not. But you gotta give it a try, right? You gotta make money. So you're in front of a computer, you're in an office, and what do you think? I'm gonna silence this because it's gonna make a noise. So sorry for that, but you will forgive me, right? So we were saying, in front of an office, like nobody's around you, just the computer, and you have been given some tasks, right? You have to get customers and you have to do sales. So what's the first thing that comes to your brain? You've never done this, so somebody gave you a computer and told you, call these people, get me some customers, get me some business leads. So what comes through your mind?
Well, I have like this story is a bit. It was complicated to me in the beginning because when I started, I didn't speak Turkish like I speak now. I can speak much better than at that moment, and so it's a bit. It was really hard. I was there. Like my friend told me about someone who needed that help, and I went there, and the guy was explaining me things in Turkish, and I couldn't understand it very well what he really wanted. So it took it like 30 minutes just to explain me what he really wanted.
I can understand that.
And he got like a list. The good thing is that they already prepared that list of the companies, like the potential customers, and it was easy. Like after I understood, because like 30 minutes just explaining one basic, like it's super simple thing, and I couldn't understand. It was the funniest. Like now that I remember, it's super funny, but at the moment it was not. Because I wanted just to get up and go away because it was hard, you know.
And when you call the customer, how is this experience? So you pick up a phone, you dial some random number of a company.
I had to learn. Like it was the first time I had to call customers, and it's a bit hard, you know, because you're not sure. Like so it's like you try and then you get better. Like the first customer I called, like I was very nervous, you know, and she noticed it and she was like, "Are you really like into this thing and stuff?" Because she saw that I was really nervous. She didn't know. And
so like your voice was trembling.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Jose.
Even speaking my native language, just imagine that.
Oh my God. Okay. So what else?
And but the guy, he was just telling me, "No, it's okay. Don't worry. Like this is the first one. We have like a list of 20. So just take your time. You'll improve, and everything will be fine." And that was it. Like I called the first 5, it was a little bit hard, and then I get it. It was like instantly, you know, like 5 times, and I was like, because I told the same thing, the exact, and I wrote some notes, you know, just to help me, and I was like looking at the notes and talking like, this is our company, we do that, we sell that. And they used to tell me like, you have to send emails and those things, and then after a time I just knew how to do
So
it.
you know, Jose just pointed out something very important. Your first call to a customer is like your first date. You're a little bit excited, you're not really sure what you have to do, and you're cursing all your teachers and all the people at university because they taught you a bunch of stuff, but nobody taught you how to do this. Nobody taught you what to do when you're in this specific situation, how to manage your nerves, how to speak properly, how to organize your ideas before you approach to the customers. I'm very sure that maybe if Jose would have had that opportunity, he would have succeeded at once. He's a very talented guy. He had to learn with experience, which is also a way of learning. But what if we would learn that now, right? What if I can give you some tips on how to do it better, how to strike from the first time or at least the second, but not to look too amateur, because Jose has an advantage. Jose is a student, he's starting business life, right? He's just 20. But when you already have a title, maybe a professional degree or even a master's degree, and you don't know how to pick a phone or you don't know how to write an email, my friend, you're doomed. Really, you're really doomed. So I'm gonna make a break and we're going to continue with this video. I send you all of you a huge kiss. Bye.